Hello everyone, I'm Jinyu. Welcome to Jinyu Talks about the spleen and stomach. Many fans have told me that they feel tired and lack energy during the day, but they still can't sleep well at night, and their memory has also declined significantly. Today, I want to discuss this topic with you through the cases of two fans. I will communicate with you all. After understanding, you will know how to take care of your body. One of them is a 43-year-old friend from Hefei, Miss Zhao, who told me like this every morning when she wakes up. After eating, she always feels physically weak, lacking in energy, and unable to muster the spirit. The morning should be the time when she is most energetic, but she feels drowsy instead. Then throughout the day, her brain is in a state of oxygen deprivation. People like Miss Zhao, I tell you, are a common ailment among modern people. They're weak and lack energy during the day, but they can't sleep at night, and they have tried various methods, but the results are not significant. There is also Mr. Zhang from Tanshan, who has been physically weak for many years, feeling sore and weak all over, unable to concentrate on tasks, and feeling mentally exhausted, even feeling so tired that he is almost depressed. He feels that nothing is fresh or enjoyable to him. He told me, "Oh, I don't know if my mental state can last until I'm 60. Moreover, he said that at work, he always can't muster the energy and he wants to strive, but he has no way. He felt that for a period of time, he was so anxious that he went crazy. He has tried many methods, such as taking low-one, using ginseng to stew chicken soup, and he has thought of all methods, but he has no spirit, no state, and has never been truly improved." Our fans who listen to the program, I don't know if you have the situation in your daily life. I tell everyone, when you have such a situation, such as being tired, unable to wake up, unable to sleep at night, and memory loss, you should think about whether the qi and blood supply is insufficient. Traditional Chinese medicine says that qi and blood deficiency. The external performance is what we often say, lacking in spirit and state. In the end, no matter how many tonics you have eaten before, the effect is not obvious because you have not taken good care of your body from the root. What is the root? It is what we call the spleen and stomach. Because the spleen and stomach are the foundation of the human body after birth and the source of qi and blood, when the spleen and stomach are deficient, your problems come. Most people don't pay much attention to the spleen and stomach. For example, out of 10 people, 9 have stomach problems. People with spleen deficiency often lead to the body's water not being excreted, which can easily lead to edema. Moreover, the eye bags are large, and people look like they have no mental state. That is to say, the excess wastewater is not excreted in time and accumulates in the body. We often say this is called dampness. People with heavy dampness are often very lazy, and they feel like there is a thick towel wrapped on their heads. When they just wake up, they always feel that their eyes are swollen, and most of them will have bad breath. And these are the manifestations of heavy body dampness. If you don't dispel dampness in time, a series of health problems may arise. Under normal circumstances, these people may have common characteristics, such as not wanting to speak, being silent and lazy, rarely exercising, not liking to take risks, lacking in spirit, and being out of breath when speaking. Such people have poor immunity, are prone to catching colds, and it is difficult to recover once they catch a cold. from the perspective of traditional Chinese medicine. These people are Qi deficient. Look at his tongue coating. It is usually a larger tongue, with tooth marks on the edges, and it is pale red. Such people are prone to fatigue when speaking, often forgetful or even cold intolerant, with loose stools and clear long urination. At the same time, in terms of diet, if you don't pay attention, it will be even more deficient. Many people often like to eat meat, and they are prone to anger and emotions, and they regret it after getting angry. In fact, these external performances I tell everyone are all manifestations of insufficient Qi and blood. So what should we do? How can we make the Qi and blood sufficient? All problems should actually be solved from the spleen and stomach, right? If your spleen and stomach are good, the Qi and blood are sufficient, and all problems are solved. I'll give you an example. If we compare a person to a big tree, then Qi and blood are the rain and sunlight that nourish the big tree. The deficiency of Qi and blood in the body's organs is like a big tree that does not get the nourishment of rain and dew, and it will become withered. The leaves lose their luster, and the trunk slowly dries up. There is a feeling of withered vines and old trees. On the contrary, if the organs of the human body are full of Qi and blood, and the body has enough energy, then the person will be in high spirits. The whole person will look radiant, and the mental state will be very good. People will be full of vigor and energy, and the same person, if the Qi and blood are sufficient, the mental state is full, and if the Qi and blood are insufficient, people will be listless. In the past, we said that when many people were full of Qi and blood, their work and motivation were very strong. Among them, there was a Miss Wang who used to have a very good physique. Recently, the work pressure is also very great, coupled with less and less time for physical exercise and body maintenance. Always being lazy and listless every day, colleagues feel that Miss Wang's complexion is getting worse and worse, and she often sighs that time does not leave people. Losing an optimistic mood for life, she is drowsy during the day and can't muster the spirit to work. Always feeling tired, all things are indifferent to him, with cold hands and feet, feeling that others are wearing thin clothes, and he always wraps himself up tightly. Later, she came to me and asked about her symptoms. In fact, I also told her that her symptoms were caused by insufficient Qi in blood, mainly because the nutrition could not keep up, not eating well, and lack of physical exercise. In addition, due to insufficient nutrition, the spleen and stomach function is also weak. I suggested to her to take care of her body through diet and exercise. She got a set of spleen strengthening and kidney nourishing exercises that we recorded from my assistant. She often practices this video, and my assistant also helps her to make a very reasonable fitness plan. Later, this lady insisted on using our dietary method for more than half a year, and she completely changed into another person. Even she felt reborn, finding that she had strength when doing housework, and her thinking became more active than before. Usually, during exercise, it is aerobic exercise. As long as she goes out for a walk, she must run for exercise. In fact, this set of exercise methods, I also tell everyone, is the 8-step diamond power that I often mention to everyone. The 8-step diamond power can indeed change a person's physique, mainly because the 8-step diamond power nourishes people's Qi and blood. and can make our qi and blood recover to a special fast state. In the Huangdi Neijing, the Yellow Emperor's Classic of Medicine, it is mentioned in the chapter of Shadow Tianzhen Lan that when the Dantian energy center is empty, the true qi follows it, the spirit is guarded internally, and the disease cannot be a hair's breadth away. In the traditional medical concept, the human body is mainly composed of qi and blood, body fluids, and other substances. Therefore, qi and blood are the foundation of human health. The transformation of qi and blood is actually the driving force for the activities of the whole body. Life activities can be said to be the operation of qi and blood. When qi and blood are sufficient, people complete the real life activities. When lung qi is sufficient, breathing will naturally be smooth. If Miss Wang often practices the 8-step diamond power and strengthens her physical fitness through exercise. Given the body momentum and energy, of course, her spleen and stomach qi will also be correspondingly improved. As long as we say that the spleen and stomach qi is not deficient, the appetite will naturally be big, and the heart qi is sufficient, and the person has enough blood, which is transported to various places. The human body's compaction will also be good, and the liver qi is full, and people will be in a good mood, and the kidney qi is full, and naturally, the body will be healthy. From this, it can be seen how important qi is to our human body. The 8-step diamond power can effectively balance yin and yang, harmonize qi and blood, dredge meridians, and is especially beneficial for the growth of human yuan qi and the increase of immunity. The 8-step diamond power can promote the circulation of human qi and blood, and strengthen the function of the respiratory system. The most significant change is that the breathing deepens or slows down, and the content of carbon dioxide exhaled increases. At this time, our body's overall metabolic ability will also be better and better. The 8-step diamond power can also enhance the function of the cardiovascular and cerebrovascular system and promote blood metabolism. The 8-step diamond power can effectively promote the body's microcircuit. Under the guidance of the body's qi and blood microcircuit, the circulation of qi and blood in the body will gradually strengthen, transporting the oxygen and essence of grains needed by the body to various places. Under the promotion of qi and blood circulation, various waste metabolic products in the body can be excreted in time. Therefore, I suggest that everyone practice the diamond power. The diamond power is a very good exercise recommended by Taoist Master Jiang Zishan. Speaking of this, everyone knows that when practicing the diamond power, it can also promote the discharge of feces, increase the peristaltic function of the intestines, discharge toxins from the body, and promote human metabolism, effectively improving your microcircuit. Because the human body is an organic whole, the movement of human organs is interconnected. The movement of the 8-step diamond bow effectively improves the human physique. But it is good to tell everyone to learn to persist. If you don't persist, it will definitely not work. Miss Wang recovered so well. In addition to practicing the diamond power, we also have a dietary plan, which is to let her eat the 5 elements breakfast paste every day, and eat in turn, which is equivalent to strengthening the spleen and nourishing the stomach from the inside and synthesizing qi and blood for oneself. Later, Miss West's complexion gradually improved, and she also learned the exercise of the diamond power. That is, exercise and diet together, which can make her radiant and let her regain confidence. When qi and blood are sufficient, everyone's mental state is good. Of course, our daily life diet methods are also very comprehensive. We need to target different physiques and provide everyone with different dietary plans. We said that originally, people are spleen deficient. We must strengthen the spleen and nourish the stomach, adjust our dietary structure, and the specific adjustment direction. We still have a principle: less meat and more vegetables, eat less big fish and meat, and control our excessive intake of greasy and sweet flavors. We try to eat more yellow stomach nourishing and can relieve the symptoms of spleen deficiency. I suggest everyone can eat millet, corn, seed, red beans, Chinese yam, lotus seeds, water caltrop, and white lentils, etc. Most of these ingredients can be eaten by cooking porridge, but it must be adhered to for long-term conditioning. After a period of conditioning, Miss Wen's mental state became very good, so we often say that diet is indeed very important. Of course, speaking of this, I also suggest that if you are also not in a good mental state, or there are serious constipation, diarrhea, and other issues in the body which make you unable to sleep at night, anxious and irritable, then these issues can be left in the comments for me, and I will give you corresponding answers according to everyone's physical problems. And I hope everyone can pay attention to taking good care of their own spleen and stomach, and pay attention to replenishing qi and blood in terms of diet. I also hope that everyone can implement the new traditional Chinese medicine diet nutrition culture, combining regulation and nourishment and focusing on both. Plus, we need to have self-cultivation, and I believe that your body will get better and better. Well, if you also have corresponding problems, you can leave a message in the comments to see you later. Well, this topic, I will first talk to you about this. Thank you all for watching. I hope you subscribe to my channel and see you next time.